I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell. Hey, I can tell this is the start of something fresh. Shout out Hex Revision and Donna Hex, yes. I confess, Hexicans don't stress, cause as a community we one up. So tell me, are you in, or tell me, are you out? Do you want to win, or do you chase the clout? What is this really about? The treasury and lottery. If you meant dark tokens, you can get a part of it. So how does it work? Let me explain. First you buy the dark token, now you're in the game. Then you mint the dark and get a fuel cell. That's an NFT, one that earns yield. As long as you have it, it feels like magic. But if you vaporize the NFT, that's tragic. So most think crypto is a game. Are you here for the fame, or here to make a name? See, Hexicans reign, we create our own lane. I thought I told you, we the new financial gain. AGproject.io with the flow. And if you know what I know, then you know what I know. That's just how it go. Something like to support the team, the dream. Public service announcement, t.me/anti-gravity saga. It's the Telegram. Tap in. It's for y'all. I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell.
Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Cuatro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement. I'm back in my mom's basement, back from a trip to Las Vegas where I lost more than what I gambled and lost a little bit more money in a snafu that we went over in yesterday's live stream and in some private groups today. So anyways, I just want to say hi. It's good to be back. We do have some special announcements and developments for you guys, and we're going to go over that pretty soon. Tracy G in the house. Tracy G in the place to be. Good evening. Steve Stash, hi kids. CryptoCat, good evening. Elizabeth Machado also, good evening. Good evening, guys. Elizabeth, we have some stuff going on with your art. We have some stuff going on with Mr. Cat 46. Exciting things are happening. Yes, exciting things are happening. We have a new deal with the P Mist Well token, where those of you that didn't get all of the J4 fuel cells that you wanted to, you guys can get some more of those J4 fuel cells at cost if you use Pink Miss Well, and at a premium on Pulse Market app, and we will go over that too. We got some new listings on Pulse Market app, which is very cool. And then I have someone already asking in private chat if the J3 fuel cells on Pulse Market app are scraped. They are not scraped. So they could have a golden ticket in them, a nice golden ticket. So yeah, there is that. Let me copy this and send it over in case someone here wants to join. There we go. So this is the new deal with the Pink Miss Well right off the bat. If you send 1 million Pink Miss Well to the Pink Miss Well address that ends in 8090, we'll have this pinned in our Telegram, so you can copy and paste not just the address of the Pink Miss Well, but also the address of the Pink Miss Well token to make sure you're buying the right Pink Miss Well token. You will get equal money, meaning for every dollar amount in that million that you send to the Pink Mist Well, you will receive that amount as though you went back in time and minted at today's dark price. What does that mean? So today's dark price was like $16 earlier, I think. Now it's down to like $15. We'll go over that. But basically, you'll get the same amount of J4 fuel cells, obviously unscraped because we haven't had any lotteries yet, live lottery tickets. And yeah, so basically you can get J4 fuel cells at cost there, and then we'll go over the deal that we're running on Pulse Market app. Shout out to Nick from pulsemarket.app. I've got to figure out how to go over there and vote for their farms because dark is up for grabs. Up for voting. So if you guys do that, we can get a better deal on farming dark over on Hocus Pocus. So shout out to Nick, shout out to Corey and Investor for the amazing jam, that amazing tune that we played at the beginning. Shout out to Kate Figor and all of the cool music he's made. And shout out to Rip City Cuts, Rip City Hex. They are, let's see here. Yeah, are the J3s on Pulse Market app scraped? They're not. No, the J3s on Pulse Market app are not scraped. The J1s are, but the J3s are not. So yeah, you get a chance of winning. One in every 21-ish should be a winner, but don't. I mean, you could go and buy 100 of them that didn't win. So don't take that as gospel. That is just basically, law of averages. So you can definitely, basically going back in time and get a hold of J3s as well, and we'll get that. Yeah, golden tickets available. Yes. So another thing, like I said, so we have the Pink Miss Well starting up again. For every million that you send the Pink Miss Well of the Pink Miss Well token, it'll be just like going back in time and minting one dark for one J4. So that's cool. That's a better deal than you're going to get on Pulse Market app. And that deal is going to go until the first drawing. And at the first drawing, we will reevaluate, but we can adjust it based on the price of dark and the price of Pink Miss Well. So we are working at getting that back up to pre-fumble prices, and we're working on getting dark back up to pre-fumble prices if we can. I believe the market is slipping and dipping right now, but it doesn't matter. I think that we will still come out on top. So that being said, let's jump into here. Let's jump into my little screen share, and we will freeze the camera as we always do. Share. There we go. We'll kill the message. We'll go like that. Boom. I'll check back in here for some comments. Let's see here. We first of all go to your X, formerly known as Twitter. Go to communities, and let's see if anyone has joined our very special community, the collective. This link to get into the collective right here. Look at this. Grok Converse. What is this? X.com. Ask me anything. Draw me. So something kind of vibe. I think he made something with Grok and tried posting it Hexs. Let us know. But either way, back here, we'll go back to communities, and here we are in the collective. This link to join is spamming our Telegram. If you go to our Telegram, t.me/anti-gravity saga, it's a Telegram. Tap in. Oh my goodness, look at this. You have 500 people watching RG3 and 237 people watching Triplet Dad as they're doing their cigars and crypto stream. I did not know that is still going. We might actually go check that out while they're on there. But here's where you join. We have 37 members, which means we have, I think we had 30, just like 30 at the beginning when we started promoting this. Now we have 38. So it's 8 more people that can vote on the next art contest, and 5 more people that can submit their art here in the community. And of course, we got this right here. Yeah, shout out to Zephyr Trips and Korean Investor for this video that we played. Very cool. Shout out to Zephyr Trips as well, who did this version of it, this short. And then Smo Spider has been killing it with the shorts and the clips and the edits. So if you guys have not been to my YouTube lately, bless me, excuse me. You got this, which is live, obviously, but you got some shorts in here, which are pretty good. And then if you go to videos, you have an OX Bistro tutorial, an actuator tutorial, and believe it or not, an anti-gravity tutorial coming. So this is only 9-10 minutes, very entertaining the way that Smo cut it and spliced it. And then the actuator is down to 25 minutes, down from an hour and a half, or maybe it was 2.5 hours. She really like cut this down so you guys can watch this actuator tutorial and get a hang of how to make really, really sweet yield with that. So check both of those things out for sure, for sure. Yeah, and let me check back here and see if the either Don or CryptoCats joined here in the green room. And then, of course, there's our favorite website in the entire world, Anti-Gravity, or agproject.xyz or .io. Both of them work, agproject.io or XYZ. As you can see, you will not be able to mint another fuel cell for Journey 5. We're in Journey 4 now. You got 31 days until that works. Oh, and we have some fuel cells getting bought as we speak before I've even showed you guys pulsemarket.app. So people are jumping on some of those deals right now. Let's go to our chart, our Nostradamus chart. As you can see, we had a really nice bull run going until I fumbled a V3, which, you know, took us out, dropped the price incredibly down low here, down to like 11, geez Louise, down to like 10.50. Some of you guys got in at 10.50 and $11, and it did rebound up about half of that. So we're at about 15.50 right now. And like I said, we're just starting the Primus well, which I'll show you that chart as well, which unfortunately came down with all the liquidity tide. Like we're the liquidity of Primus well and dark, we're going up very, very, very nicely. In fact, we're pushing $23 when I fed the bots a crazy amount of dark, and they took it and dumped it and ran with it, unfortunately. But either way, we are working to get back up here, even though the market, as we'll see, is kind of taking a break. So here's the pink miss well. As you can see, it dumped right here, and it is also recovering up here. But like I said, if you buy a million pink miss well right now, it'll be about $270. And so let's see here. If you had $270 and you divided that by 15.50, which is the price of dark right now, you would receive 17.4 dark that you could buy for the same price minus the slippage. So we would round this up at this point, we would round it up to 18. So you could actually get 18 J4 fuel cells for 1 million pink mist whale, which, you know, by the way, here's the pink mist whale contract. And we have this in our Telegram as well in one of the pinned messages. Pink mist whale contract. Good to see you believe in yourself. It was good seeing you in Randy's group as well. Very, very cool. Yeah, here's the Pink Miss Well address for the token. And then the Pink Miss Well address that you want to send it to is this one right here, 8090. So this is that's a contract address to buy the token, and then here is Pink Mist Whales address to send to. Cool. I think I capitalized the I there. That's why it doesn't like it. So this is the Pink Mist Whales address that you want to send it to. And like I said, this will be in Telegram as well. But you buy this token, you send it to this address. It's on chain. We see it, and we can send. I mean, shoot, right now, 18 J4s that are still up for the lottery, still live. Very interesting, very, very interesting indeed. So check that out. And obviously, if you click on tools and you go to the beta page, which is beta.agproject.io, and you go to the lottery, you can see we have 24,000 dark in the lottery right now. The first jackpot is set to be 2420, so about almost 2,000, over 2,000 dark will be given out to the winners. We had 121,000 fuel cells minted, which it's a user record, but it's not a total record because there was like 14,000 less fuel cells minted than J1 or J2. So J2 still holds the record for most actual fuel cells minted, but J4 was the very most minted by the users, which is cool. And so right now, there's no evil bonus. Currently, that button, as far as I know, looks like they're still off until the next minting or until something happens with the collective. Check on that one. But yeah, 8 days, 17 hours until the first drawing, and which means we're going to be running the Pink Mist Whale deal for 8 days and 17 hours. And then we're going to readjust or rethink and just recalculate. We'll figure out what the best deal is there, and we'll see how much money is pumping into the Pink Mist Whale and pumping into dark matter. The treasury, as you can see, we've got 465,000 fuel cells, and we have 32% of our dark in the treasury, so 325,000 in the treasury, and it's paid out 33,000 and 33,500 so far to J1, J2, J3s. So those ones have all been collecting. J4 will collect at the end of this journey, which is in about 31 days, right? When the next mint starts. Here's my fuel cells. Let's check this out really quickly. We're going to go to pulsemarket.app. And as you can see, these are all of the J1, J2, J3, and J4 fuel cells with Elizabeth's art on them. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Beautiful art for J4 that's attached there. And let's actually go home really quick. And we'll search in fuel and we'll see what is going down. As I said, huge news, very interesting dynamic to the game as well. Pulsemarket.app now accepts dark matter token as a payment method. So you can sell your NFTs for dark, and the first amounts listed in dark right here are, we have Journey Ones. Oh, I have to go to priced. Sorry. Here, if we go to Journey Ones are listed for 2 dark. There are about 7 of these. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Yep, there's 7 of the J1s for 2 dark. So you can trade 2 dark to get a J1, which is like a time machine going back and getting the J1. And then the J3s that are unscraped, there were 7 of these. Look like there's 5. Someone went and grabbed a couple of them, and they're 1.5 dark. And then if you just want to trade your dark for J4s, they're 1.1 dark. So 10% premium right now going on the J4 fuel cells. But if you want them at price, you can buy the Pink Mist Whale token, send it to the Pink Mist Whale, and basically get them for 10% cheaper by going that route. So again, shout out to Nick and those guys. It's so cool that they're implemented dark as one of the tokens that you and that's just, I mean, obviously not just this. If you had other stuff, like for instance, we have oh, Jiminy Christmas, I'm gonna have to connect this wallet. And I'm gonna have to sign in. All right. So as you can see right here, if we go to my NFTs, you can see this 404 Mon. We could sell this 404 monster right here for dark. We could sell one of the Forge NFTs. We could sell Bored Ape Yacht Club. Any of the ones that people are buying and selling here at the home, you could sell any of these. Some squirrels, if you had some squirrels, you could sell those. Oh, look at this. We're on the front page now. The Hex Vampire from Proof of No Work Dev right here. You could sell a bunch of these. Anxiety, which is a hot girl and an alien predator kind of thing. You could sell these for dark and gather dark if it's something that you want to accumulate, if you want to trade back and forth. So yeah, check those out. Pulse OGs, you name it, they're right here. So yeah, very, very cool. If we go to Hocus Pocus, again, the DAT farms are paying out really good, really high percentages right now, anywhere from 40, 50% here on Dark and Nope to 200% on let's see what some of these were like. Yeah, 100% for Yep and Nope, 146% for King 2 and Nope, and yeah, Nope and Hocus Pocus is paying 65%. Gelato 165. So there's these ones, and then there are the DAT farms as well. So DAT and no permissions is paying 230% right there. So you can farm these. Now let's see if we can actually find the Hocus Pocus. Where we vote here. I am supposed to have Nick on soon for a stream, and Story of Hexco, Switch Chain, Buy and Burn, Mint Booster, Brewing Simulator. This is cool stuff. The Farming Wizard. Somewhere here, you should be able to vote for this. In fact, we had that listed in our Telegram. He posted that in the general on our Telegram. Let me go up here where he's talking about it. Yeah, the Farming Wizard. So let's see. Let's check this out. So this is the post that we reposted from Nick on the Farming Wizard. So it says, make sure to claim your magics so you can participate before the next voting round takes place. We already have several nominated projects such as eHex Inc., PulseX Most, Pump Dark, and Magic Carpet Ride 369. Which token should we add to the list? So let me take, no, this is where I was. How in the world? I'm going to have to learn how to claim our magics here. Claim all. No, that's not going to work. We're going to need some help from the team or someone to explain how to claim our magics and vote for dark. That's something I'm going to try and figure out before the time runs out on the next one. As soon as I know that, I'll definitely be sharing it with you guys. Coin Market League, follow these guys on Twitter. Go here every single day. Every single day. And you can, if you want to find them easily, you can go to Pulse Chain, where Carpe Diem is always kicking our butt. Or you can go to all. Let's see where we're at against the other people outside of Pulse Chain. Looks like Carpe Diem's 13, kicking ass. Totally kicking ass. I'm going to skip the X to save some time here. And then we definitely want to vote. Dark is down to 18. Oh, guys, we are slacking. We are slacking so bad. And then, of course, Hex. We're going to give some love to Hex. And we're going to give some love to Hocus Pocus. But if you also connect your X to here, then you can Oh, Jiminy Christmas. You can also share it and post it like I'm going to have to do here to get this out of the way to vote for Hocus Pocus. Here we go. We're going to post that one. And then we'll come back here. And now I can say I'm not a robot. Vote for Hocus Pocus Finance. And we'll share that one too, because we definitely want to give some love back to Hocus Pocus for what they've done with Pulse Market app as well. OX Bistro, this is interesting. We had some tokens, some dark tokens that were a great deal. They're listed at $19.50 back when dark was up at $23, and I can't believe they weren't snatched, because usually every time the price of dark pumps, these get snatched. But they're still listed at $19.50, which may be a hint as to what's going on, and we'll see if these stay up there at that price or if they get relisted at another price. But I've got a lot of confidence in this price personally, so we're probably see those sit there again. We got our $75 working really hard. We have 11,000 actuator tokens that have been paid out in this farm, which is, there's no locks on the actuator farm. The only locks on the actuator vaults 90 days. But if you go back here to our stakes, that $70 that we staked has earned 51 hex. We can also extract the 51 HTT shares, which are worth 13 cents, and we can sell those on the market if instead of emergency end staking this. So it gives us an opportunity to take profit or to exit if we need to, if there's an emergency, without wrecking the entire stake. So shout out to Actuator. Those guys are absolutely killing it, trying to get onto RH Max's conference and talk more about Actuator, because I believe he wants to make it basically, an RH conference. So he's not going to want us on there talking about Dark and Pink Miss Whale. But there's so much about Actuator, which I'm assuming that Bill and AJ have hopefully, RJ have hopefully reached out. But even if they haven't, I'd love to be on a panel talk about this. So I submitted the request to become a speaker there. Here we go. The supply of Dark, even though the price took a tumble, has not changed. That in fact, more of it is ending up locked in these smart contracts, and less of it is held anywhere. So in fact, a bunch of what was in the mystery box has gone to liquidity providing, paired with things like the Pink Miss Well in concentrated bands on 9mm V3. And then you just go down the rest, and you got Mystery Well, Pink Miss Well, and then you got this whale that did not get in the last minute, did not get a mint their J4. So we will see if we see any of these show up on Pulse Market app, buying up some of the J4s that they missed out on, and getting a killer deal, because the price during mint was all the way up to like $20, and now you're basically getting them for $15.50. So you're getting an actual discount from the minters on dollar wise, but the same amount, a little bit of a deal on Pink Miss Well if you're throwing Pink Miss Well at it, right? So that's pretty cool. Pink Miss Well, again, 66% is in there. Then we have 114 million locked in liquidity. We have 93 million sitting there in this wallet. We have 71 million locked in this liquidity pair, which I believe the 71 million is, one of these is Pulse and one of these is Dark. Not sure which. Someone's sitting on 14 mil, 7 mil, 7 mil, 5 mil, 4 mil, 3 mil, 2 mil, a few with 1 mil. Oh, looks like people have been buying up some chunks of this when it took a tumble. So, to those that picked up on that dip, I salute you. Again, like I said, Pulse Market app is now accepting Dark, which is cool. We went over the the farms at Hocus Pocus Wizard. We're gonna have to figure out how to vote over there. Let's check the liquidity of dark matter right now. I mean, it was up like a quarter of a million not that long ago, and now it's down to 87, almost 88,000 is what it's showing right here. In V2, there's about 14,000, 24,000 it looks like, and it's mostly paired with Homie Don't Play Dat. Look at that, $7,000 of liquidity with Homie Don't Play Dat. And 3,000 with no permissions, and then about 3,000 with most, and then 2,000 on V2, almost 3,000 paired with Pink Mistwell. And we come down here to this one, and you got 55,000 paired with 55,000 paired with Pink Mistwell, 4,000 paired with Nope on V3. That's really, really cool. Really, really cool. Let's check Pink Mistwell and see what hits liquidity is right now. Scan that bad boy. And this one's probably not going to show the dark. It'll probably just show, the wrap pulse. So it does show the same V2 liquidity in both pairs, but it doesn't show the V3, which is weird. But there's $38,000 of pulse tied to Pink Mistwell, which is locked in liquidity in V2 from Pump Tires graduation. So, yep, about 42,000. Not a lot of liquidity on Pink Mistwell right now, but enough to where you're probably not going to be eating slippage really, really hard. The fees right now in Pulse Chain are nice and low. This is a great time to be doing stuff before stuff like the Solid X game kicks off, before Pink Mistwell game kicks off. And who knows what else, other craziness is going to go in there, right? Let's see here, 9mm. This is where I fumbled the ball and dropped way too much dark into the pair. But this is where you would go to do, concentrated pair or single-sided liquidity here. Franco Ball is still not showing liquidity. It just shows a happy pink frog in an inner tube. So I'm guessing this, instead of saying coming soon, they're just like, check out the frog, it's cute. So there's that one, sitting mostly in dark, and a little bit of Pink Mistwell, a little bit of Hex, a little bit of Pulse to pay feasers. There's my YouTube.
Discover lucrative hex farming strategies for engaging with a thriving crypto community.
Paying out about 84% IPR. The 5,000 is 78%, and the 7,000 is 73%. In full disclosure, I didn't want to share this with anybody after I got in these farms because I'm enjoying my share of this farm. And how happy my return from Bill. So I'm like, do I really want to? That's another killer short by our girl Smo Spider. Shout out to Smo Spider. Check out no, not that one. Check out cryptoxswag.com for some anti-gravity gear that we don't even offer, and some other coins in the ecosystem. If you guys want to represent your stuff with hoodies and t-shirts, check that out. I believe I'll have like a referral code at some point if you guys want to use that and kick back. I think I get paid a tiny bit on that if you guys want to go through that. But you can also earn a lot of our swag through the reward points as well. But check that place out. Yeah, and that's about it right there. There's some slot machines that we were looking at to work on Pink Mistwell. And then, of course, here's the DAT token. Let's go through the charts here. We got the DAT token right here, which is after it's found its price right there. It looks like it's flirting right here with this resistance level. And it's about 5 cents, 4.5 cents for DAT token right now. It'll be interesting to see where this price goes. I'm compounding mine. Just like I'm compounding the actuator token right now, because I do think that these could have a lot of room to run. DAT token to $1, actuator to $1, and Pink Miss Well to $1. Let's get those narratives circulating. Let's get those narratives going. Yeah, DAT to $1, dark to $1, not dark, sorry, Pink Miss Well to $1, and an actuator to $1. That's my jam right there. And then we're full circle right back here to the farms. Let's go back here and check in with the comments right here. Yep, there's those. I want a hoodie. Triple Alliance wants a hoodie. I like that. Other than that, that was the big news there. Obviously, Ping Miss Well is going again. If you guys want to start stacking up some J4s, we're going to have an updated spreadsheet for you guys that's more accurate than the one that we had previously shown on stream. That one was about 3 times too high, I believe. And we will be figuring out when it is that you will not be getting your DART token back unless you win the lottery. So we will figure out what the point of no return, what the breaking point is on that. Yeah, that's about it. Like I said, I've got a meeting tomorrow morning with the devs, and let's see here. Boom, there we go. Yeah, we got a meeting tomorrow morning with the devs, and we're hoping for good news right there that the UI is ready to go and we can launch the front end and back end on mainnet. So right now, the smart contract for the Ping Miss Well game is live. It's deployed on mainnet right now. But unless you're super duper, whiz on the computer, you're going to have a hard time interacting with that contract. And at this point, the money's turned off. So when we go live with the front end and back end, we're going to be playing for no money, and we're just going to be paying the fees and seeing who wins. Now, granted, we're going to have some prizes for you kids. We always like to incentivize engagement and help with getting the kinks and bugs and errors worked out of it. And once we get to a point where we feel pretty secure and confident about it, we're going to turn on the money, and it'll be 1 die to start out with. So there will be 369 die that go into the game. 20% or about $70 is going to be pulled off by the team. And I think you guys know what we're going to do with that. But then out of the remaining 80%, half of that goes to buying dark off the market and putting it in the prize pool. The other half stays in the die token. So whoever wins will win close to $280-ish, half of it in die, half of it in dark. Now, what they do with it is up to them. They could go dump the dark on the market and walk, which would suck. But remember, it was just bought off the market to begin with. So it kind of cancels itself out. Or, they could do some minting. They could do some trading on pulsemarket.app and start stacking up some fuel cells and earning some dark through there. Fuel cells are the keys to dark. They really, really are. Like I said, we figured out there's going to be a day when people are just not going to give up their dark for a fuel cell because they don't know if they're going to get that dark back for sure. Now, don't get me wrong. It's kind of like Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin was $10, $1, $300, $500, $1,000 back in the day. And if you would have locked one of those up and you would have gotten a half of a Bitcoin back today, you would have done pretty well ROI on dollars. Now, granted, it would have been better for you to hold that Bitcoin the whole time. But let's be honest. People are really, really, they're not very good at holding on to stuff and selling at the tops and buying at the bottoms. They almost always sell too soon and wreck themselves, which is why, Hex was so revolutionary. Hex paid you in Hex to, lock it up away from yourself, to practice locked delayed gratification. And look what it did with that price. The last price run that we have, 10,000X, pretty cool. Excuse me. But you might just be a DGen that wants to play the lottery. You might um, believe that because no one else is competing with you for that return, it might be higher. And we never know what the collective is going to do or hack in the future when it comes to the evil addresses fuel cells. And Hex T asked, the evil address will still mint, correct? Yep. The evil address is set to mint no matter what. You guys can still mint on behalf of the evil address as well. So you guys will basically be minting for the evil address that will never get those back. And that money will still go to paying J1, J2, J3, J4, J5 every 45 days, like forever. After less than 100% of dust payouts. Yeah, it'll just keep paying it. Well, the evil address only mints the 33, up until the rapture. Hexy says bananas. Yes, that is bananas. So yeah, like I was saying, it's going to be an interesting. Show me the dust. Show me the dust. We will be sharing that. We feel so bad for giving incorrect projections. The first time that we really are double, triple checking this before we share them again. But we will show you guys what the break-even point is. And then, like I said, it's degens that are going to be minting. And, for the most part, I see most of the dark going to places like pulsemarket.app to buy the older fuel cells that pay heavier. And like I said, no one knows what's going to happen with the evil addresses fuel cells. So yeah, that's a little kind of a hint there for you guys. Let's go out on AJ Rip City Pulse. Let's go up on Rip City Pulse's video called Dark Matter. And I love you guys. Hex T Armstrong says, yep. How come you waited until the day after I bought some PMW to nuke? I am sorry. It was not my intention at all. Hopefully you went and picked up some more at some lower prices. Yes, Hex T Armstrong, what you do matters. You matter, and you are good enough just the way you are right this second. I want you guys to know that. Yeah, Rich is lol. You know what? In the future, that price might be a good price. It might be a bad one. Crypto Cat, I am still awake. Dude, I can't believe you're still awake. You're probably drifting off on your pillow with your phone out right now. We all matter. Yes, we all matter. This community, if you guys don't know, I mean, this community has already proven itself to be the best damn community, hands down, in crypto by a long shot. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That being said, the way that you guys handled my mistake, and you guys were supportive and understanding and patient, and we saw the price get bought back up. It really floored me. I really appreciate that. And it just cemented what we already knew, affirmed what we already knew, which is, Dark Matter and the collective, you guys are built different than other communities. I mean, we do have our degens, we do have our Jeets, and that may work out in our advantage coming forward as this game gets funner and some more pieces of the puzzle come in. But that being said, you guys really do have each other's backs in a way that I've never seen in anything other than Hex. I'm talking Hex back in the day before all this drama happened. But I love you guys. I really do. I love you guys. And I can't imagine I can't imagine working on something that means more to me than this with you guys. Rich says, shit happens, brother. Never be mad about an honest mistake. Yes, and I just hope everyone learns from my mistake and double and triple checks when they're adding liquidity. And shout out to Brightlight in Randy's meeting today. Brightlight was like, you can always start with like a full range position and not nuke yourself with a small amount of money. And that is right. Like, start small and build it up and then see how it works out. That yeah, that's it's always good to double check. It's always good to start out small. You can always increase your position, but you can't always take it back off the board. I mean, like, you usually can, but not when you made a mistake like I did and you fed the bots. The bots are gone. The money's gone within 2 minutes. The price was it's 50 grand was completely gone. $10 million of market cap wiped out in 2 minutes. Those bots they're bots. They're bots. They're just merciless machines, and they're out there to find out where the profit is in the market and suck it up immediately. And we're using them. We can use them to our advantage, or we can use them against them. That's why I love OX Bistro so much, is because that is for us. And Pulse Market app is a place for us to deal peer to peer and get a good deal right there. This is the first time that I confidently bought up the dip. Yes, start small and watch them, then add to that pool. That's good. Wise words. So here I'm going to share my screen and play Dark Matters by AJ Rip City. He says, the dip will get bought. We will be fine. You are the one that actually lost. I think our momentum, like, we've got our momentum going. We've really got it going. The momentum is on our side now. I think we finally hit the bottom. I think that all the pulse chain is finally on the way up for several reasons. But that's good. I did catch 2 ping miss well sells, collected fees on my micro V3 pools. Yeah, so people that are providing liquidity are getting big bonuses during crazy things. Bots are mother effers. They are, but like, Pulse Chain is infested with bots until the money comes in and the real people come in, and then hopefully they don't feed the bots as well. But it happens, and we can use them to our advantage. A lot of the tax tokens use bots to their advantage. I believe that if they also took advantage of OX Bistro and didn't charge tax to the people coming in the front door, like coming into the community, they would do like whichever tax token really honestly embraces OX Bistro is going to destroy the other ones. I mean, like PTGC, I reached out to those guys and let them know, guys, like, now granted, if you're benefiting from the taxes, then you're kind of like, it's kind of like a rite of passage. You're telling people like, yeah, you paid your stripes, come in. But if you really want people, nobody likes paying tax. Like, nobody likes paying taxes. I hate paying tax. People hate paying taxes to the government at the point of a gun, let alone on magic internet money. So I believe there's the people that are going to succeed with the tax tokens are going to be the ones that figure out a way to incentivize people coming in. You don't have to incentivize people when they leave, like tax them when they leave. They're leaving. They're taking their profit. They're exiting. Tax the shit out of them. I mean, I totally understand that part. But getting them in the front door, inviting them in, you should probably give your homies or the humans and your community, if you give them a good deal, then they're more likely to bring in more money. So anyways, I got to learn about liquidity, providing some of those coins. I'm not selling anytime soon. Rich, yes, if you hold tokens, learn about V2 first. Yeah, that's a good idea. So here, I'm going to present my screen, share my screen with you guys. Freeze my cute little face. Yeah, no good place to learn. No, a good place to learn. Honey farms offer great APY. Yeah, honey farms are all V2, and they do offer. Homie, don't play that. Homie, not honey. Honey. It looks like honey. I don't know why. Hexy Knitter. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, girlfriend? What's up, sister? Good to see you in the house. Some exciting things going on. Like I said, let me play this right here. We're going to go out on Darkness Falls by our friend AJ Rip City Cuts. Rip City Pulse. Also follow him at Rip City Cuts.
Dark matter calling in the still of the night. Frequencies, fire, fuel cells ignite. Dark token shimmer, stars beyond flicker. The address which holds the evil unfolds. Strengthened arms not quivering. Evil never minting its whore. Down this dark and dreary road, jackpots found their simmering. Hit the button, claim its share. Gravity hover in the cosmic air. Fuel cells burn. Brightness lights the rays. Dark matter tells this risky embrace. You've run deep in this sequential daydream. Vaporize, hold an enticing heroes fight. Which will it be? Mystified in these crypto frequencies. This lottery spin phase by phase. Evil address real in half the days. Winning mounds of unscraped sits. A dormant prize in this cosmic pit. Minting windows, chance takes flight. Fuel cells bloom through the coded night. Burn it, keep it, your mind is such a mess. How long can this go on? Fuel cells burn, brightness lights the rays. Dark matter tempts this risky embrace. Gills run deep in this sequential daydream. Vaporize, hold an enticing heroes fight. Which will it be? Mystified in these crypto frequencies. Scrape button glows, this chance to seize the loot. Evil stash rolls to the next group. Bigger pots, the winners rise. Higher stakes light up the skies. 33 phases, the finite journey's arc. Pulse chain thrives through the endless dark. Holder's choice, the stars align. Anti-gravity's ours, by this the grand design. Fuel cells burn. Brightness lights the rays. Dark matter tempts this risky embrace. Years run deep in this sequential daydream. Vaporize, hold an enticing heroes fight. Which will it be? Mystified in these crypto frequencies.